Hello, everybody. I'm Councilwoman Torres with the weekly wrap up. We don't have Cons this week. We wish him well. I know he's crazy busy with work. He will be back when he can join us, but I didn't want another week to go by where we weren't providing a quick update. So thank you for being here. This is our weekly wrap up where we share what's happening in District 3 and in City Council. So thank you for joining us. Quick legislative updates. This Monday, we passed contracts to start sidewalk construction. This is a pretty big deal. You'll remember a couple years ago, Denver voters passed the initiative to begin collecting funding for a sidewalk enterprise fund. So if you own property, you are probably paying into a fund at about $150 a year. That will begin our process to get sidewalks constructed throughout the city, repairing them and building new where they don't exist. So we set up 2 contracts, about $75 million each to start that work. So don't hesitate if you've got an area of sidewalk that needs to be fixed. Call it into 311. We need to start to get these reported so that they can get queued up for fixing. And then we're looking at the city overall for where new sidewalks need to be built out and creating a plan for how those will be constructed. So that work is getting started. We also passed a ballot referral measure. This one is to change the name of the Excise and License Department to the Department of Licensing and Consumer Protection. So this you'll see on your November 4th ballot. There is no budget impact to this name change. And then finally, the Vibrant Denver Bond. It's been on all of our minds for the last few months. You may have already attended a meeting or voted or filled out a survey. Council has the final vote for this package on Monday. We had a public hearing last Monday. And a couple of amendments are still likely to come through. So we don't have the total package yet, but we are getting the right projects into the right buckets. Right now in District 3, we're slated to see Santa Fe Streetscape get full funding for $29 million. Denver Animal Shelter to get some expansion funding for $10 million. Denver Health Westside Family Health Center, an infusion of $20 million there. Sun Valley Riverfront Park to get $5 million. That'll probably help with the environmental cleanup that's needed on the parcel that still has to be built out. 8th Avenue Viaduct replacement. This has been a hot topic, and one of the things that I think came through, we had $1 million from the Elevate Bond to do some patchwork and some joint work. When they went in to do that work, they realized what bad shape this viaduct is in. If you cross it every day like me, you know that it is a viaduct in need of work. It is not really safe for pedestrians or bicyclists to cross, and even for cars, going over those joints is pretty difficult and sometimes dangerous. So we need to be able to pay attention to this viaduct. It doesn't matter who is the owner of the Burnham Yard. Right now, it's still the state of Colorado. This is a bridge that we can't afford to lose. So we want to be able to get funding queued up for the next 6 years, so we know what has to be done with this viaduct. 6th Avenue repairs. So Denver owns 6th Avenue Viaduct from I-25 to Calumet. So that's not a CDOT highway. And that's also in need of repairs and needing some funding to get queued up for that work. Some of the citywide projects that are in the bond that are worth sharing, there's an allocation for housing, for affordable housing. Sloan's Lake will be getting an infusion of about $5 million for its health and water quality. We were able to secure $20 million to create an American Indian Cultural Embassy. Thanks to Councilwoman Gilmore for spearheading that one. And a number of other projects that affect our intersections, our micro-mobility, and parks throughout the city. So every district should see something in this bond that is going to be really meaningful to them and their quality of life in their community. Updates tonight is First Friday on Santa Fe Drive. And remember, this is the biggest First Friday Art Walk of the year. It is the first Friday that has the full street closure. So remember that the street will be closed this afternoon, but also remember this is one of the safest times that we can walk through Santa Fe Drive to participate in First Friday. So I hope you'll come out and see everything that First Friday always has to offer, including great artists and vendors throughout their food trucks. Try to bring either rideshare, carpool, transit in some other way to this, because all of that parking along Santa Fe obviously will not be available. You can park at West High School and there'll be a way to get over from there. Otherwise, we hope to see you there. It starts at 5:30 tonight. And be prepared to get there early. It's one of D3's most popular events, and just so proud of the Santa Fe Bid and the Arts District on that one. On Saturday, we have the West Colfax Association of Neighbors Neighborhood Festival. So join us in Paco Sanchez Park starting at 11 o'clock. There'll be music, food, just a ton of resources, and a lot of fun with our West Colfax neighbors. And then put it in your calendar. Next weekend is Saigon Azteca, and it is 2 nights. So this one will be amazing. August 8th and 9th in Westwood neighborhood. And it is right at about Morrison Road and Stewart, Morrison Road and Perry, my mistake. So hope to see you there. This is where our amazing Asian and Latino communities join together and celebrate the amazing things that make Westwood and West Denver so unique. So hope you come through, and just want to give a shout out. We said goodbye to Sayuri from our office this week. She took an amazing job opportunity with the National Conference of State Legislators. Wishing her the best, and really, really proud and honored that she spent so much time in our District 3 office. So don't hesitate to reach out. Remember to call 311 for any of your city needs. And we hope to see you at one of these awesome events. Have a great weekend.